once these outcomes become visible and clear, India's trend assumptions also need to be upgraded.
That's interesting that you say that. I just also want to get a sense from you about the IMF, because it has pushed its estimate of when India will hit
to have just okay.
FY 2028 or the FY 2029, one full year later than previously projected. What's your take on that?
So, see, when you're looking at the nominal numbers, a number of things come into the picture. The first is what is the GDP indicator. So, what we have seen this year is a substantial drop in inflation. Inflation has been much below what anyone expected, including us. Which also suggests, by the way, that there is significant slack in the economy, and that's part of the reason, as you mentioned earlier, that RBI and DC is likely to cut rates again. So there is significant slack in the economy, and therefore inflation, headline inflation, has been coming down. This year's nominal GDP growth is expected to be just 8%, because the GDP growth is very low. On top of that, we are seeing significant currency volatility, and so there are many such adjustments that need to be made when we're looking at that 5 million. I think what really matters is real GDP growth, and there I expect to see upgrades even for that.
Okay, that's very interesting. Because you mentioned deflator, what are your views on the role of the GDP and deflator lending support to those GDP growth numbers? Because I just want to quote Patrick Das, the India chief economist at Deutsche Bank, and he told Reuters that the GDP will benefit from a lower base of what we saw in Q2 24-25. And the
what is in the school?
5.4% back then.
What is it doing in the school? Right?
Deflator, which
You
will
will not talk.
actually prop up real GDP growth. What's your general take on that?
Look, there is a new GDP series which is going to be published by February. So there are flaws, as your question is right. There are flaws in how the GDP deflators are being calculated. I think that the first quarter numbers that were published were, I think, boosted by inappropriate calculation of the deflator. But that's missing the big picture, meaning that I think going forward, and frankly, markets do not look backward. We already know certain important results from companies, we know what momentum is there. We're also very excited about what we see in October, November. I think what matters really is our trend growth assumptions going to be updated or not. And just to give you a flavor of what I'm talking about here, India's trend growth, we think, is 7 or above. There are many people who are at 6.5. In FY 25, which is the last fiscal year, we had
Are you going to finish or not?
80 basis points of explicit fiscal
Are you
tightening.
going to finish or
On
not?
top of that, there was about half a percent point of balance sheet tightening. There was also a significant drop in the monetary impulse. So credit growth, which was 16.3% in March 24,
Okay,
fell
check.
to 12% in March
Take a deep
25,
breath.
and then onward to 9.8% in May 25. So there was an equivalent 40% points of GDP worth of tightening.
We're done. Finish. You don't want to finish, right?
It was still 6.5% despite all of that was happening. And
See inside?
which suggests that if the headwinds are not there, which means that
Or later. Just
the
relax a few.
kilometers an hour headwind,
Relax.
and the plane is still flying at 800 kilometers an hour, if the headwind drops, it will start falling like flying at 900 kilometers.
There.
And that's what I think we are going to see
Take a deep breath.
in the second half of this year. We are seeing credit growth revive.
Okay.
We are seeing
Continue your recording. You have to record that one so you, madam, you come home, you report. That's your assignment, 2 weeks already.
Since you mentioned new GDP series,
You have to record that one.
a little bit more about that. Can you give us some color on that?
See, economies which have a very large informal segment, so
When you come home,
40%
when madam come, you will report.
was informal, meaning that you don't get any data on a regular basis. Every 5 or 6 years, 7 years, they set a new base. There are comprehensive surveys done, and a new base of the GDP is created. Unfortunately, around the time 2018-19, there were so many disruptions happening with just come out of the transition to GST, there being demonetization, and therefore some of the surveys were found to be very distorted. Then it came to the COVID pandemic, and the economy was again disrupted for not just the year of the pandemic, but also the years after that. So we have now seen 3 years or 2 years of good consumption of clinical data. There have been lots of enterprise surveys being done, comprehensive surveys to capture the economy, and the new GDP base will be launched in March. This will be, of course, indicators, for example, the index of industrial production, the set of factories that we are surveying, the kind of products that we are surveying. Remember, in 2012, there were only feature phones, there were no smartphones manufactured in India, for example. And so there's been a significant change in economy that grows at 11-12% in nominal terms every year. Effectively doubles in size in 6 years, and therefore the nature of the economy has changed. So there will be, I think, it will become much more representative of the underlying economy than we have the cities so far.
Is this possible to come in the budget? But
The budget is not dictated by this year. So the budget the amount of the first of Feb.
Yes.
All that matters in the budget is what is the nominal GDP growth being assumed. Beyond that, it is not really impacted by.
fair enough. I was just trying to understand when this would come out and all that. But okay, since I was talking about the IMF and its push in estimation of India's GDP, one of the things that IMF said in its report was that Indian authorities disagreed on its base case of 50% tariff not going away for a while. And in fact, what they said was that the 50% US tariff would remain in place indefinitely and considered the staff's estimated growth impact to be on the high side. Do you see a fault in this calculation by the IMF?
Yes, I think there are many flaws on many fronts on that. So that the first thing, of course, that if say the Russia-Ukraine war itself ends, then I think the assumption that this will be there forever is we will understand it's quite a bit of exaggeration. The second is that there are there is progress being made. We can see all the soft signals that purchases of Russian crude have come down. India and US have signed the gas purchase agreement, the weapons agreement we signed. All the large American companies are doubling down on India as a counterweight to how they compete against the Chinese. Things as diverse as semiconductors and cars, and you're seeing or even artificial intelligence, and you're seeing Google announcing a $50 billion data center in Andhra Pradesh. So the companies we are seeing all the signs that the break is not strategic, structural, and if it's not, then these tariffs not last very long. More importantly, the impact of these on India, I think, is exaggerated. So we are already seeing that the non-tariff barriers that existed in Europe, Japan, and other shrimp export markets, for example, have now started coming down, and so shrimp exports are now starting to rise again. We are starting to see apparel companies, finding routes around it. For more than half of
Hi,
India
Mama,
exports are actually exempt. So we saw a spike.
tapos na siyang magkape.
Exports to the US are down only 9%. I would be far more
Ayun. Tapos na kami magkape. Bye-bye.
concerned that the US should share as well.